Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Amy.
And I'm Sarah, and today we're going to be discussing Where the Grass Grows Blue by Hope Gibbs.
The first few minutes we're going to do a brief review of this story without any spoilers. Then we are going to shift into a deeper book discussion. It's going to include lots of spoilers, but don't worry, we will let you know before we do shift into that deeper book discussion.
That's right. So before we shift over, Amy, tell us a little bit about the story.
A woman has to face her long-lost childhood love when she is forced to return to her small hometown to deal with her grandmother's estate. This dual timeline, second chance story has heartache, swoon-worthy moments, and forgiveness. Sarah, what did you think about Where the Grass Grows Blue?
This story it's one of those stories that you are completely not prepared for. I wasn't expecting the story to fall into my lap and love it as much as I did.
Okay.
I was just kind of sad. This is one of those really missed opportunity things, I guess.
What do you mean?
Well, the way the second chance romance is, and I know every second chance romance, there's like a kind of a missed opportunity. I don't know. I just feel like if things had happened differently, you know,
for the characters, you mean?
you
okay,
wonder.
yes, I agree with that.
You wonder what could have been, and this one just really tugged at my heartstrings more than some other second chance romances. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. When you said misconnections, I was thinking between you and the story.
So
no.
Characters,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
agree
I
with
fully
that.
connected with this story.
Absolutely agree with that. And because we have the dual timeline in this one, I found myself really rooting for them in the present timeline, and then really my heart was breaking for them in the past timeline. So there's a lot to this story.
And there's a lot of there's moments that the characters face that are so just so sad.
They have to overcome a lot.
They do, but it's so worth it.
Absolutely.
It's such an incredible story.
It is. All right, let's get into those ratings. Angst.
All of that being said, I only rated it a 1. Because,
I did 2.5.
Okay.
And I will say, the past timeline is really where it's at. I mean, they really struggle a lot. It's not heavy. I can probably bump that down. I won't because I don't do that, but it is high. 2.5
and I could bump it up. And I do that.
Yes, you do.
But I won't. I won't
just
because
leave it,
I just didn't feel... It's not that there's not angsty components,
True.
but it's, compared to somewhere you're just like,
there's some heaviness to
there's
the
a heavy
past.
tone, for sure.
Yeah. All right, humor.
0.25.
Oh, I was way higher than you.
Really?
Yeah, I did 1.75. When I was going back through my notes, I had LOL next to a lot more than I thought. Like, when I think of this story as a whole, it is not funny to me.
Right.
But when I went back and looked at some of my notes, because I take very detailed,
You do.
just plot notes, and I had smiley faces and laugh out loud through a lot, which we can talk a little bit more in the deeper discussion.
We will. We totally will.
Spiciness.
0.
Okay, I gave it 0.75, and I thought, you know what? That's pretty generous.
Really?
Yeah, it was more just like the tension in the present timeline.
Okay.
It's all off page. It's definitely off page. The banter.
Yeah.
The tension. It's fine.
I gave it 0. Not because there's not connection. We have a lot to discuss.
All right, tears. Let's see where you land on this one.
I gave it a 1.5.
Okay, I did 1.75.
I thought it was really had
no
some
tears
sad...
for me. Just some heavy situations.
I did. I did cry.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Cried.
You do that.
Yeah, I do. I'm a major weeper.
Yes, you are. All right, overall.
Overall, it was a 4.25.
Me too.
I love this story. Wait, yours was a 4.25?
Yes.
See? We know what we're doing. I think certain books just hit us at certain moments, and sometimes we feel different emotions and feelings.
I will say, I listened to the audiobook of this one, and I really feel like that enhanced the story for me. The characters, their accents in this story, and just kind of just the overall, the feel of the audiobook really enhanced the story for me. So if you're into audiobooks, definitely check this one out. It's a very engaging story.
I agree with that. I started off reading it, and then I switched to the audio briefly, and then I enjoyed that so much because of the accents, and just the narrators did a phenomenal job that I finished it out that way, and I loved it.
Yeah, I couldn't put
so
the story down. It was so good.
Same.
All right, that concludes the spoiler-free quick review of the story. Now we're going to shift into that deeper book discussion. If you would like to continue on with us, simply click that link below or open any podcast platform and search Post-Book Depression. We would love to connect with you on social media. You can find us on Instagram at Post-Book Depression Podcast, on Facebook in our Post-Book Depression discussion group. You can also email us at postbookdepressionpodcast@gmail.com.